A journey into wondrous lands, where the boundaries are that of imagination.
That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop? The Human Anatomy Paranoia Zone.
You are traveling through another dimension. Dimension not only of sight and sound, but of minds. A journey into a wondrous land that its boundaries are imagination.
The Human Anatomy Paranoia Zone.
There is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. This is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition. It lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Human Anatomy Paranoia Zone.
Come on, Maddie. Pick up the fork. Pick up the fork. Come on, Maddie. Stand up. Stand up, Maddie.
I can't!
Fine, just sit there.
What is this nightmarish realm? This is Earth 10 years into the future. The Earth's supplies of fatty foods and fast food have all gone extinct.
As a result, the brain has been starved and the Myelin Sheath has been severely damaged. Doing everyday activities is now impossible. You have now entered
the Human Anatomy Paranoia Zone.
I remember when life was better, only 9 years ago,
when the fatty wonders weren't extinct.
9 years ago.
Mackenzie, time for dinner!
Gee willikers, Mom!
I made your favorite! Fattening potato chips!
I love potato chips!
Let's have some Diet Coke with our fatty potato chips! We're out, but it was high in sugary and fat and glucose, which helps your myelin sheath function.
Behold, it is I, Rod Serling, terrorist extraordinaire.
That's right. I snagged your plate of chips.
And that was about the time when I, Rod Serling, had decided to reveal my evil plan. You see, the myelin sheath is like a protective layer around the nervous system made of fatty substances. Without fat or carbohydrates, the myelin sheath would not exist and cause the nervous system to short circuit. As a result, people wouldn't be able to pick up forks and sit in chairs and stand up from chairs that they're sitting in currently. And this would cause mass destruction in the world.
Your plan will never succeed!
You're too late. You see, in 9 years, everyone's myelin sheaths
shall be destroyed, and I shall be the fattiest person in the world. Your gasp shall not save me.
Ring, 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 ring. Get up, get up.
What's happened?
You had a really bad fever.
I had a terrible dream that terrorists came in and they took away all the fatty foods and all the carbohydrates that protect our myelin sheath. And nobody's nervous system was able to work. It was very terrible.
I don't think that's your problem, Maddie.
So indeed, it was me, Rod Serling, who was the terrorist in that video 9 years ago. And obviously my plan succeeded 9 years from today. As for you, you are now leaving.
Human anatomy paranoia zone.
Zoom, zoom.